Hi students, welcome back to the Google Classroom of Class 7 History, Chapter 4, the Mughal Empire. How are you children? I hope all of you have studied the previous topics of this chapter very well and you all performed very well in your test paper.
Children, before starting our class, I would like to tell you an important thing, that is our art integrated project. Children, today is the last date for submitting your art integrated project. We have already discussed all these things in our live sessions and last videos. But once more, I remind you the same in a detailed way. Okay? So children, what is the topic? Compare flood in Himachal Pradesh with Kerala. So he had to prepare a PowerPoint presentation based on this topic. Then you have to include all these things. Which all things? Pictures related with flood, causes of flood and its after effects. Children, in the last class we have learnt about Akbar. We have already learnt about Mansabdars and Jagirdars. Today we would focus on more about Akbar, Zapdan Zamindars, Aini Akbari, etc. So our first topic is Zapdan Zamindars. The main source of income was tax on the produce of the peasants. Peasants paid taxes through headman or local chieftain. Mughals used one term called zamindars to refer the headman or local chieftains. So children, Mughal used one term called zamindars to refer the headman or local chieftains. Akbar's revenue minister was known as Todarmal. Akbar's revenue minister was known as Todarmal, carried out a survey of crop yields and collected tax accordingly. Each province was divided into revenue circle with its own schedule of revenue rates, and this system is called Zabt. So what do you mean by Zabt? Each province under the Mughal was divided into revenue circles with its own schedule of revenue rates, and this system is known as Zabt. Sometimes zamindars and peasants of the same caste allied in rebellion against the Mughal in the 17th century. The next one, Akbarnama and Aini Akbari. AbulFazal wrote a history of his reign titled Akbarnama. So, who wrote Akbarnama? AbulFazal. AbulFazal wrote a history of Akbar's reign and titled Akbarnama. It consists of 3 volumes. First volume includes Akbar's ancestors. Then second volume includes the events of Akbar's reign. Then the third volume is known as Aini Akbari, and it deals with Akbar's administration, household, army, the revenues and the geography of his empire. So children, the third volume, Aini Akbari, contains rich statistical data about things as diverse crops, yields, prices, wages and revenues. AbulFazal explained that the empire was divided into provinces called subas. So, AbulFazal explained in Aini Akbari that the empire, Mughal empire, was divided into provinces called subas and governed by Subedar, who carried out both political and military functions. Each province had a financial officer or diwan. Subedar was supported by other officers such as military paymaster and known as Bakshi, the minister in charge of religious and charitable patronage known as Sadr, military commanders known as Faujdar, and the town police commander known as Kotwal. Mehrunisa married the Emperor Jahangir in 1611 and received the title Nur Jahan. Ibadat Gana is the place where Akbar held meetings with different religious leaders. So while Akbar was at Fatehpur Sikri during the 1570s, he started discussions on religious with the ulamas, brahmanas, Jesuit priests who were Roman Catholics and Zoroastrians. And these discussions took place in the Ibadat Gana. Okay. Akbar's teachings of tolerance to other religions is called Sulh-e-Kul. That means universal peace. So children, mark all these things for 1 mark question. Sulh-e-Kul means universal peace. There were 7.
Children, it's time to wind up our session. Shall I ask some questions? Yes. Okay. Then who wrote Akbarnama? AbulFazal. Okay. Then who were known as Mansabdars? Those who joined in Mughal service were known as Mansabdars. Okay. So please note that the corresponding URL, notes of the lesson and test paper are also attached along with this video. Make use of all these available resources. Study well and attend the test paper without fail. Thank you.